These two teams, North Geelong in the black and white and the Joeys in the red, black and yellow, vying for the Mobile Gateway Car Wash Cup. Daniel, your thoughts on the game so far?
Yeah, well, as we expected, North Geelong are dominating, and we've seen them take a handy 3-goal lead at half-time. Just quickly, Tom Vinicum was the goal kicker for the Joeys. He's actually wearing number 53, though it says 37 in the record. And also Steve Hamilton. It said he was wearing 59, but he's wearing 55. So they're just a few adjustments to the jumper numbers.
And it was Vinicum who kicked that goal late on in the second quarter.
But North Geelong, as I said, 4 goals to 1, and they should look to extend their lead this quarter, and I think they're going to win the game.
So the umpire holds the ball off now. Waiting for the siren. There it is. And the Premiership quarter underway in this, the Under-14 Division 3 Grand Final.
Umpire throws it up. Armstead gets the tab out quite convincingly. Now it's falling to Key, the captain. Big left foot kick. No one can take it cleanly. Connor Gearin's there, as is Marlon. Yep. He's got the footy now. No, left it behind. Bit of a tussle for the clean possession, and it's going to be out of bounds. No, it's kept in play. Number 41, Michael Ficker, kicks around the corner, and it's still in play, and now the North Geelong side clear, and they kick. Gearin couldn't quite take the mark. He's got it again. Around the neck, probably, yep. Ficker again. Kicks long, and quite convincingly taken there by Matt Young on his own on the half-forward flank.
Yeah, Ficker a couple of quick possessions, but Matt Young has been good all game, and he kicks a high ball up towards the half-forward flank. Marsden was there, couldn't complete the mark. It's Ricky Howling, their number 1 goal kicker for North Geelong. Only as far as the Joeys player in, I'd fancy it was Stokes. It goes across the line, another boundary ball up.
It's actually on the full. Matt Young will take the free.
You have to go climb a couple of fences to get that one.
Yeah, North Geelong doing all the attacking the first minute of this quarter. They lead by 3 goals, 4-3-27 to 1-3-9. Beautiful conditions here at the West Oval. Young kicks over the top, probably a poor kick. His teammate couldn't quite get it. Here's Everett, the little fella. Kicks up the ground, but Young's got it again. And he'll have another possession, getting a fair bit of it early.
Yeah, Matt Young really good in this North Geelong side. Kicks up in the direction of his teammate, but Dale Stokes, the Joey's taking the mark. Stokes goes forward, up towards the winner. It's a very high kick. We've seen a lot of them today. Pumping it forward for Joey's was Alessi, and across the boundary line. Was it on the full or just trickle over?
It's on the full.
On the full, so taking the kick.
Another free kick from North Geelong. They've had a fair few.
James Haag. Tyler James Haag. And this one's out on the full on North Geelong's behalf, and it will be taken by the StJosephs player.
Everett.
Yeah, little Xavier Everett. He kicks a chip of a drop punt over the top. Armstead was there. So is his teammate in James Haag. And across the boundary line again. You really got to get the ball back into the centre corridor. They're going to get some scores on the board.
We've seen it a lot today using that outer start. I'm not sure if the wind's blowing that way. I'm sure it is, but if there's a lot of space in the middle and on this wing, the closer to the stand, it could be used quite effectively. But the Joeys trying to clear. Great punch on. Now it's Kieran Nolan. Kicks into the forward line. Free kick, no. Yes, free kick to Tom Vinicum in the 53 Guernsey. No, it's not him, in fact. But Joeys have the ball. The man on the mark's about 30 metres out.
He signals his intended target.
Yeah,
takes a step back, and I think he's going to line up and have a shot.
Well,
everyone's back in the goal square.
Yep. He'll go to the square at least. Comes in, gets underneath it, not going to go through. Big pack of players for Bradley Watts, can't get the kick away. Everett's there, tackled, and the ball comes out quickly. Vinicum, what can he do? There's a big pack of players around the footy, and play on's the call. Didn't go 15 metres.
Excellent tackle by James Haag.
Definitely, and there'll be a ball up. It's about 10 metres out from the Joey's goal. They've only kicked one today, and they'll be looking to get another very soon.
Yeah, both sides struggling to manufacture any positive plays out of the footy at the moment. But Joey's grab the footy now. North Geelong get it back and rush. And behind.
Third rush behind today for the Joeys.
And that takes them to
1 goal 4-10.
1 goal 4-10.
So the North Geelong side giving away the behind, but now they've got possession. The Magpies kick out. At 40 minutes, that's going to be on the full. No one touched it, and it'll be a free kick to the Joeys. Looks like Kieran Nolan's going to take it.
Could
No,
be
it's not.
Thicker.
Played well today.
He's had a lot of it in this in the second quarter and in this third quarter, the premiership quarter. No one scored a lot in this quarter, however. The ball gets smacked up in the air. Joey's come out with it somehow. They've got a player on in the square. He plays on and check sides a goal right through the middle.
How does he miss? He's missed.
He's missed. Well, maybe he should have taken the mark and had a set shot.
That was Flanders. Disappointing, really, because he took the mark in front of the right points.
Yep, and they also had numbers. They had an extra player back there. I think it was Kieran Nolan at full forward.
Yeah, played on and missed. So disappointing. Went the check side and didn't quite get it. So now the Joeys are 1-5-11, still trailing by 16 points.
They pump it out the Jack Hall direction. Couldn't take the mark. Joey's have got numbers now. Flung off the footy. North Geelong goes backwards. Forwards rather, and Chris Marsden's got the ball. Anthony Armistead also in there. Marsden down at ground level for the Joeys. It's Jason Alessi. Hand passes over the top now, and it was an excellent kick coming out into the forward attacking zone for the Joeys. Kieran Nolan was there. Over the top now into a player who has kicked the goal.
Yep.
Number 22, also not named on this Joey's list.
I think they're playing around with us today with the old jumpers, but that time Damien Flanders had the footy, and I'm sure he thought, oh, hello, I'm in the same situation again in front of goals on my own, but this time he gave the hand pass over the top, and his teammate didn't let him down this time.
No, Flanders, good unselfish use of the footy, and that draws back the lead that North Geelong have on Joey's to 10 points. It's 4 goals 3, 27 to 2 goals 5, 17. Ball up in the centre, about to take place. And North Geelong gets a tap down to Marsden. He's been really good. Slaps one on the right boot down towards the forward pocket area for North Geelong. But the Joeys manage to get a kick away. Marsden's back in there, right in the centre of play. Everett tries to get his body in. He's just lurking, little Everett there. Shepherd's his player. Lets the ball go. Hand pass back. Oh, it was good play by Daniel Key, the captain, but it was forced out of bounds and Armistead saw it over.
Yep, the Joeys only trailing by 10 points now. North Geelong haven't done much this quarter. In fact, they haven't scored, and Joeys kicked 1 goal 2. So the Joeys playing very well. For the Joeys, this time tackled was number 12. Couldn't get the footy. Now it's Marsden for North Geelong. Kicks long into the North Geelong forward line. Some big pack of players around the ball. And no one can break free. But now it's John Ryan. Gets the tap away. Everett's in there, as is Watts for the Magpies. And finally, it's kicked out by Steve Hamilton.
Matt Young's there for North Geelong.
Yep. And also Young, and with him was Bradley Greenwood. But now the Joeys have cut it off. Done well. And a bit of a lull in the game at the moment. Here's Everett. He'll break free. Tucks under the arm. Kicks long. And he's found a good play. It's a good kick and a good mark by Tom Vinicum, one of the goal scorers today.
Yeah, Tom Vinicum kicked 1 goal so far. Goes into the centre, back in board. Couldn't find a player cleanly. Joey's push it forward, but maybe North Geelong get possession of the ball. Nothing doing here. Coming out for Joey's. There's been a whistle.
There'll be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Joeys goal. They're playing well.
Yeah, Joey's another scoring opportunity here. If they can get a clean possession of the ball after this ball up, they might be a scoring danger. Everett's there. He's got speed. Can he beat the North Geelong player? No. Marsden also for North Geelong. Can't get it. Vinicum went down to ground. Number 24 for the Joeys, Dale Stokes, had the ball back inside, and a great mark.
Good kick, great mark.
Fantastic mark taken there, right in the centre of play, and looks to be on.
Yeah, and the Joeys, I mean, they haven't just lifted, their supporters have lifted, and they look a lot more confident. This is Damien Flanders. He's taken some very strong marks.
Yep.
Missed the goal just before.
And set up one straight after. So here's the opportunity of kicking his first goal. Damien Flanders moves in.
Got it.
Umpire
missed.
Moved to his right a fair way, and Damien Flanders kicks his second point of the match.
Well, they've had the opportunities, the Joeys. Now they've kicked 2 goals 6 to the highly favoured North Geelong's 4-3. So they've actually had more scoring shots.
Yeah, they have. And the lead gets nullified a bit more. Back to 9 points. Joey's have it again. Off the rebound. Socket back in Maud. Everett's there. Also Stokes. Couldn't pick it up. Rebound football and Joey snap it back inside.
Good mark. He gets Daniel Key, the skipper. It is. Lovely left foot kick. There's 2 on 1 here. Gearon can get it if he's quick. He can't. Matt Young was there as well. And Matt Young looks like he has the ball. No dives on top of it. Probably a ball up. And there is. It's centre wing. Probably just favouring the Joey's end of the ground. The breeze has picked up a bit more. Joey's got the tap out. Get the quick kick away. Not really to their advantage though. Another bit of a stalemate in the centre of the ground. Just forcing it forward by the foot. And finally, it breaks free. This is John Ryan. Huge kick up in the air. And that's a great mark taken there by Bradley Greenwood for North Geelong, who's been good in defence today.
Yeah, he's excellent value for the Magpies, Greenwood. And kicks out of the back pocket now, up towards centre wing. Connor Gearon's there, but it's forced once again out of bounds on that outer wing, and we'll have another ball up.
Yep, where we see North Geelong winning by 9 points. The margin's been cut from 18 to 9 this quarter. The umpire is struggling to get the ball there, but he's got it. St Joey's doing all the scoring. They've doubled their scoring this quarter, and North Geelong have not scored. So I'm not sure if North Geelong have just slipped or the Joeys have lifted their intensity. There seems to be an injury though.
Yeah, I think it's just a blood rule, maybe a nosebleed or a mouth bleed,
Just
something.
in the centre of the ground.
Facial injury.
North Geelong player doesn't look too good.
Yeah, and coming on for him will be Matt Jones, replacing the injured player. Just waiting for him to come off. They're taking their time. I'd say it would be possibly a nasal injury. So Matt Jones welcomed on it early to the ground. So a bit prematurely, but I think the umpires have allowed that.
So the change has been made from North Geelong now. We'll just get you, John, to keep a close check on that injury.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, Daniel, back to the play.
Yep. And where North Geelong are leading by 9 points, just a bit of a halt in the game. See if they can recompose themselves. Armistead gets the tap. To no one in particular, though. And no one can really break free. Finally, Matt Young gets the footy. Over the top to Everett. Kicks long. High kick. No one can take the mark, but off hands, Key did very well. Gets onto that favoured left foot of his. And in the centre of the ground, it's all the Joeys. They should do well from here. Can't really pick it up, the player. And, brilliantly done there by the North Geelong midfielder. Here's Watts. Kicks long. And good mark taken there by Chris Berta.
Didn't take it. Drop the mark. Play on. North Geelong try and get it moving. Bit of tunnel ball action. He was held unfairly. This is Brady Watts. He's been good all game. Gets it out now to Ricky Howling, star goal kicker in the sleeves. But now it's Stokes who pumps the ball forward into open spaces for the Joeys. They run onto it. So does Ahmet Onturk for the North Geelong. But it's been called out of bounds. Yeah, just update on Tyler James Haag, who came off and looks to be a bloody nose, possibly broken, but at this stage he's not coming back on the ground.
Okay, the umpire throws it up right on the 50-metre line for the Joeys. They've got the footy now through their forward play. Big kick. Vinicum can't take the mark. Roving the pack there. Off the ground, Vinicum. Not a mark. Oh, it is a mark.
That was a devious one.
Yeah, but the umpire's paid it. Nice kick there by the Magpies defender. No one can take the mark. Here's Marsden. Close to best on ground, Marsden.
Yeah, the likes of Marsden and Edwards and also Matt Young combining. The small forwards and the small rover type players just combining to form what is that midfield.
And it's gone out of bounds once more on that outer side.
So for the Mobile Gateway Car Wash Cup, it looks like North Geelong have the threshold on Joeys at this stage. Armistead palms it down. Couldn't find a player. Stokes has been a standout for Joeys. He's had a lot of it. Joeys get possession. A nice by-passing hand pass there for Joeys. It's in their attacking 50 now, but North Geelong, excellent use of the football there. They tap it to their advantage. Joeys get it back. Excellent effort. This is Thomas Liddor, it looks like. Back to Stokes. Stokes snaps onto the right foot. Rebound football again. And it looks like Steve Hamilton just dropped the mark. Conor Guerin's got it now. He's got a paddock to run. Takes a bounce. He's got to have another. He does so. Kicks long into the forward zone. Backing back was Michael Ficker for the Joeys. Couldn't complete the mark. They get it moving now.
Nice
Great tackle. The umpire looked like he was going to call holding the ball, but he prevented himself. And Joeys have it between wing and half back.
Joeys, they've got a man on in the centre. Dropped the sitter though, that was, not quite sure who that was. Kicked over the top though, and looks like little Everett. Great mark. Brady Watts was staring down at him, but he took the mark. High kick though, probably not a great one. North Geelong, going to come away with it here. And they do. They've got men on the centre. Guerin, wasn't quite sure who was going to take that. Here's Marsden. Played very well. Over the top. No one can take the ball cleanly. Joey's haven't. North Geelong hasn't scored this quarter. There's a snap into the forward line though, and great mark taken in defence there for the Joeys. It looked like it was Regan Carroll.
Yeah, it was actually Michael Ficker, but Joey's definitely stepped up a notch in the defensive department. And they find a player. They get the ball moving now. He wants to get it on. This is Tom Vinicum once again, and there's a three-quarter time siren. So we now know why he wanted to get the ball moving. But at three-quarter time after the Premiership quarter in the Under-14 Division 3 Grand Final, it is North Geelong, 4 goals 3, 27, who lead the Joeys, 2 goals 6, 18. And North Geelong not scoring in that quarter, Daniel.
No, then the Joeys doubling their score. I went from 1 goal 3 to 2 goals 6.
So Joey's obviously still in it if they're going to play with that sort of defence, and a few scoring options up forward really will give them a boost for the last quarter of this Grand Final.
That's right, so at three-quarter time, it's North Geelong 4 goals 3, leading the Joeys 2 goals 6 in the Mobile Gateway Car Wash Cup. Final, the Mobile Gateway Car Wash Cup, and we're heading into the last quarter for the season for these two teams. North Geelong are leading 4-3-27 over the St Joeys 2-6-18. It was all the Joeys that quarter, so the game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. The Joeys keeping North Geelong scoreless and themselves kicking 1 goal 3. So it'll be interesting to see if North Geelong can respond in this final quarter. The umpire throws the ball up. Looks like there's been a change for the Joeys. Alessi's in the ruck, and could be a free kick there for the StJosephs side, but not to be. Dale Stokes is the footy, just tapping along. Now North Geelong clear. This is Tyler Edwards into the forward line. Drop mark, off hands, and the Joeys will clear. Only as far as Edwards again. Second time in 10 seconds, he's got the footy.
Pumps it inside the 50-metre arc. Marsden lurks at the back. Got a hand on it, but couldn't complete any passage of play of the sort. Joey's get it moving now. Little Everett, little right foot kick across to the boundary line right on the 50-metre arc, and we'll have a ball up.
Well done there by Everett.
Yeah, North Geelong really went into this game favourites with Premiership points standing on 56 at the end of the season, and Joey's only 38 with their 9 wins and a draw.
Yeah, but it's been pretty even since half-time. Everett now. He's small, but he's good.
Uses the space he needed to get the ball moving only as far as on Turk for North Geelong. Great tackle applied by Armistead. Forced the ball to his advantage, and now it's Matt Young. Young pumps it up forward into the 50-metre arc, and Stokes, I fancy, took the mark. In fact, it wasn't Stokes, it was Liddor. Liddor up towards his teammate, who got pushed off the footy by Daniel Key, the captain. Ooh. High tackle could have been, the umpire didn't see it.
No, he was shielded from the plate. So the umpire will ball it up right in front of the commentary position here, where North Geelong are leading by 9 points.
And a big crowd has gathered.
Yep. They get the tab out too. But the Joeys now the footy. No. Matt Young's done well. Kicking to the forward line. Who's there? The North Geelong. No one in particular. Alex Bowles though for the Joeys is there. And here comes Liam Atchison. And he's done well to clear it to that stage on the ground.
Yep, but North Geelong regain possession of the footy again and kick it straight back to Joeys, who run off the half-back line and kick it to a North Geelong player.
Bit of a kick to kick at the moment.
Yeah, it's kick to kick again. As Jack Hall kicks to the wing, and finally two
Great
consecutive marks by the same team by Matt Young complete what was a successful passage of play for North Geelong. Matt Young now, drop punt, heads on its way towards the centre half forward flank rather. North Geelong have it again, try and hand pass it out. They get it moving, but there's been a whistle.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds on the half forward flank for North Geelong, and we'll have another ball up.
Both teams will be wanting an early goal. North Geelong just thwart the Joey's challenge, and the Joey's would get one of their own, be 3 points down. But the Magpies now go inside 50, and great mark.
Strong mark.
Taking
Howling.
man in front, Ricky Howling. Just kicked the one behind today, but he's been playing well in front of goals all season.
Yeah, Ricky Howling, unselfish there. Kicks it off to his skipper in Daniel Key, number 19. Ricky Howling kicked 13 goals for the season. He hasn't kicked one today, but he was first in the hot shots for his division with 20 goals for the season. So well done to him. And he passes off to Daniel Key, the key to this side. He is the captain, and he'll be kicking from about 35 metres out directly in front.
Comes in. Looks pretty good off the boot. Might not get there, and it's touched and gone over the one behind. So North Geelong increase their lead. They now lead by 10 points. They lead 4-4-28 to 2-6-18. That's their first score since the second quarter.
Kick out now for StJosephs. No one could get a clean hand on the footy. Armistead's there, tries to keep it in play, but he was pushed across the line. Ends up on the ground with the ball sitting next to him. So we'll have a ball up, a few metres in, or about 50 metres around from North Shore's goal. And another goal, you'd think they'd be pretty much home, but Joey's still in it if they score.
It's a low-scoring game. The Joeys have really slowed things down for North Geelong. And it's out of bounds once more.
Yeah, Dale Stokes doing a good job there, palming it across the line. Dale Stokes has been probably the standout player for the St. Joey's, along with Xavier Everett and possibly a player such as Ficker.
Vinicum, been pretty good.
Yes, also Vinicum.
Umpire balls it up. No one gets it on. North Geelong did very well. Hand pass over the top. No, Joey's. Very nice work there from Thomas Littor. He's been pretty good and heads to the boundary line.
Stokes dropped the mark, but regains it. Oh,
Out of bounds.
Called out of bounds. He tried to be a bit wily there, but didn't pay off. And North Geelong made sure the umpire knew it was out of bounds. We'll have a ball up. It'll be Armistead up against James Budjazic in the ruck. Budjazic, no, it was actually Steve Hamilton, the ruckman on that occasion.
And there's a change coming up here for North Geelong. Tyler James Haig had the blood nose, we think. And looks like he's going to come back on. Not quite sure he's coming off as yet, though.
So well done to Tyler James Haig. Coming back onto the ground in the next few moments. But North Geelong,
Key.
through Daniel Key, kicks up right at the top of the goal square. Connor Gearin lurking there. Can someone take it out of the...
Don't tell me. He's missed.
That was an unbelievable effort there. Was
Tyler
it
Edwards?
Yep. As I thought, Tyler Edwards soccering it off the ground. It was a very high kick and just missing to the near side. One behind.
Nearly was going to be a good one to have on video. But wasn't to be. Now North Geelong still have it though in their forward 50. Joey's are trying to clear. This is Howling, their leading goal kicker. Not for today, but for the season. Marsden kicks along to the square. Great mark. Needed to take that on Turk, and he did.
Yeah, on Turk's been good. Pumps it up. He's had a bit of the footy. Marsden was there. At the fall, the footy was on Turk for North Geelong. No one finds clean possession of the football and taking it over the boundary line with the St. Joseph's player there. Dale Stokes also with him. Dale Stokes really everywhere the football is, you'll always see Dale Stokes lurking as well. So that's what's so good about him.
Yeah, my mistake just before I said on Turk, it was in fact Wade Merritt for the Joeys. Looks like a change here. Mitchell Pickering coming on. The Joeys have the footy now. They are running down the outer wing. High ball. No one takes the mark. This is Everett. Does well. Nearly breaks the tackle. Couldn't quite. And the ball gets pumped inside 50. There's no one inside 50. The Joeys 50 for either team. And the ball will be out of play now. Yes, it will.
Yep. And there's also been a change for the Joeys. Luke Kelly coming off. Mitchell Pickering coming on. So Mitchell Pickering making an appearance in this game now.
And the ball up will be about 55 metres out from the Joeys' goal. They really need a goal. That will put the money 5 points down. And they don't get the tap out though.
Armistead got it down. And as far as Joeys, Everett picks it up. He's like a snake. Weaves his way through. Kicks it forward to the pocket. North Geelong have it, slung off the footy and across the boundary line.
On the full.
Another ball on the full, and it looks like Dale Stokes will take the free kick.
Yes. Stokes. Been using the ruck today, also all across the ground.
I've been stoked with his effort.
Kicks now. Goes to the square just in front. Big pack of, that's a massive pack of players. No one could take the mark though. Someone was close. Here's, yep, Minicam, and missed. Someone's missed. Couldn't quite see who that one was. But it's a point to the Joeys.
These are all opportunities that they can score goals and get the lead back, and if they're not going to do it, then, you know, the game's as good as North Geelong. So they've really got to make sure they can have clear shots at goal. And to have clear shots at goal, you need to have clear passages of play right down the centre.
Yeah, they're trailing by 10 points, so they've had the same number of scoring shots, 4-5-29 to 2-7-19. Good tap there by the Joeys. Everett kicks and misses. So that's another point to the Joeys. They've had many opportunities and they've struggled to get the score on the board.
Yep, North Geelong lead 29 to 19.
20 now. It's a 9-point ball game. So now
4 goals, 5, 29 North Geelong to 3 goals,
2-8-20.
to 8, 20.
North Geelong have the footy through Wade Merritt. On Turk. Comes through. North Geelong have the ball now. Oh, very well done there by Jason Alessi for the Joeys. He beat 2 of them and did very well. This is number 40 now. James Bajarczyk kicks into the forward line. Mark, no. Sport each other, the 2 Joeys players. And there's a big tussle for the footy. Here's Watts. Did very well. Clearing kick. Interesting bounce. Joeys have got the ball now. The big snap, and no one can take the mark. Minigan's there, as is Stokes. And it's going to be pushed towards the boundary line. I'm not sure. Yep, kept in by Stokes. Stokes get the snap away only as far as Big Armistead, and he torps up towards half forward.
Excellent mark by Tyler Edwards of the Magpies. Playing in Shane Woden's jumper today. Kicks over the top. Connor Gearin at the back went down like a sack of spuds. He's not coming back up either.
Looks a bit hurt.
Joeys have it.
In the
Could have
back.
been pushing the back.
Ooh.
Maybe a bit stiff there not to get the free kick. Ball still in play now. It's been stopped and there'll be a ball up. The umpire will ball that right on the 50-metre arc.
The umpire balls it up.
Armistead palms it down nicely.
No one can get the ball. Now it's Vinicum. Gets the kick away. Come to this side. Here's Everett. What can he do? He's got nothing in the height department, but does well. Key does very well, though, for the Magpies. And there's a race on for the ball. Matt Moroney's there, as is Key. Onto the favoured left foot, and that's going to be on the full.
Yeah,
Possibly a free, or just out of bounds on the full.
out of bounds on the floor. I think it was a bit unlucky. Right on the last line, the boundary line on his left foot. It was a very difficult kick to swing it back that far.
Yep, so midway to maybe the latter stage of this last quarter.
In fact, it might be just out of bounds as well.
Maybe it was out of bounds before he kicked it, which I think is the case. There'll be a ball up, about 25 metres around from the North Geelong goal. They lead by 9 points in this grand final, and it's in their forward line now. Moroney can't get the kick. The Joeys try to clear, and they do so. And here's a good mark taken by Stokes. Yes, it was. Gets tackled. Number 35 coming through, and he kicks it to the advantage of his Joey's teammates.
Yeah, begs off Millington on for the Magpies. Crashing through is Damien Flanders for the Joeys. Inside their attacking 50, there's a scoring opportunity here. Flanders in the midst of things once again, trying to get the ball out. But not doing so successfully. And there will be a ball up. About 48 metres out from Joey's goal. Palm down was by Steve Hamilton. Got the hand pass over the top now to Kieran Nolan. Nolan onto the right foot, possibly taking a mark for St Joey's is Xavier Fowler, the half-forward flanker, and Fowler has the opportunity to decrease the lead to only a margin of 3 points, and in the dying moments this could be a very handy
You
goal.
want to be very quick, and he's got it.
He's kicked it. This is going to come right down to the wire. Any straight kick will seal the match for both sides.
Yep.
I would fancy that.
Yeah, I'd fancy there'd be a minute or two to go. So the game, well, We did predict a bit of a landslide today, but it hasn't occurred.
No.
Very close game, 3 points of difference.
Yeah, Joey's really throwing it up to North Geelong, and here are the scores. 4 goals, 5-29. The Joeys, 3-8-26. So North Geelong still hold a 3-point lead.
Everett's in the centre. He'll be roving. Stokes in the ruck for the Joeys. And then we've also got Jason Alessi and then Daniel Key, the captain. Armistead for the Magpies.
A few fingernails falling to the ground now in these dying moments.
Yep.
North Geelong pump it forward. Joey's got to get it moving as well. Kicked off the ground. Stokes is in there. Well done. Snapped over was Brent Schwennerson. Didn't go anywhere though. Crashing through.
Ooh.
It was a Joey's player who went
probably.
down.
No.
It's very tight in there. Schwennerson did well to get the hand pass under pressure. Over the top, the howling.
goal.
Connor Gearin's by himself right near the goal square. That could be a devastating point of play on St Joey's behalf. And North Geelong, well, Daniel, talk us through this one.
They look the goods, don't they? I mean, they're 3 points up. This will make it 9 points. He'll slow the game down, Connor Gearin. Waste a bit of time. He's got a pretty easy kick from here.
He's got to nail it though.
He kicks this, they're home, and he does. I'd say they're pretty much home now. Connor Gearin kicks his third. And now, the Joeys, 5-35, yep. They lead over, North Geelong 5-35 lead. St Joeys 3-8-26 by 9 points.
Yeah, 3-8-26, look, 11 scoring shots. And
10.
North Geelong's only had 10, so lots of them are rushed though, so we can't take any credit away from St Joeys. Still possibly in it. I still fancy North Geelong as a winner here in the dying moments of play as the ball once again comes to the centre of the ground. Boundary umpires take their positions on the corner of the centre square.
Umpire balls it up, possibly for the last time today in the centre of the ground for the Under-14 Division 3. North Geelong trying to just slow the game down now. The Joeys are very frantic. Armstead gets a nice hand pass out. Stokes is there, as is Chris Marsden. He's got it now, Marsden. Kicks into the forward line, looking for Gearin or Howling. Oh, couldn't take the mark there, Andrew McKirk. And the Joeys look like they have the numbers in this situation. They do. Alessi, not the greatest hand pass, and that's going to be out of bounds. So the Joeys may be running out of time in this final quarter.
Yeah,
there we go.
Final siren. North Geelong win the Mobile Gateway Car Wash Cup for the Under-14 Division 3 Grand Final, and all the players run onto the ground. They love it here down at West Oval. North Geelong, repeating the final scores, 5-5-35. The Joeys, 3-8-26. North Geelong by 9 points.
Just run through some of the better players. Connor Gearin for the North Geelong side, kicking 3 goals, 1. Tyler Edwards was good, kicked 1. Chris Marsden will be named as best on ground. Brent Schwennerson was very good as well. Anthony Armistead and also the captain, Daniel Key, let's not forget him. And for the Joeys?
Yeah, goal kickers, Vinicum, Fowler, and the other one.
One other player we're not quite sure about.
We'll check on that, but Xavier Everett kicked a point.
Yep. And better players, who would you say?
Look, the better players were Dale Stokes, definitely.
Yep.
And Xavier Everett. And let's head over to the presentation. Michael Ficker was also good in the back line for the Joeys.
So repeating the scores, North Geelong have won the Mobile Gateway Car Wash Cup 5-5-35 over the St Joeys 3-8-26.